Hey guys, so again, we're going to pretend that you are sitting right at my table in our class and that we are doing our reading lesson. Um, if you are at this point where you're watching the video, you should have already read the story, Old Salt the Retired Sailor. If you have not, please stop the video and read it first. You can follow along with your copy. Old Salt the Retired Sailor. They called him Old Salt, and they liked to make fun of him. Old Salt was a retired sailor. They didn't hate him. They didn't really think that they were being mean to him. They just liked to make him mad. So when they went past his house on their way to school, they would call to him, "Hey, Old Salt, have you found your ship yet? Hey, Salt, let's go hunting for treasures."
"Be on your way,"
Old Salt would holler from his window.
"What do you know about hidden treasures?"
"Come on, Salt," the kids would yell. "Let's go hunting for treasures."
"Be on your way,"
Salt would yell. Then he'd mumble to himself and the kids would laugh. When Old Salt had first moved into that little white house a year before, the girls and boys hadn't made fun of him. They listened to Old Salt tell about his days as a first officer on cargo ships. They had heard him tell about the First World War and the Second World War. They had listened to his tales about a chest of gold that had been taken from the SS Foyle just before it had gone down in the South Pacific. The old man told the boys and girls that the Foyle had sunk in 1918 while World War I was going on.
"Yes, kids," he had told them, "I saw the map that showed where they hid that gold. A funny map it was. Everything was in code, with numbers and letters."
At the time, the kids had listened with wide eyes. But later they asked each other, "Did you believe that stuff about the hidden treasure?" "Not me," they all said. "Old Salt just likes to talk." The kids loved to listen to Old Salt tell about the roaring North Atlantic Sea in the middle of the winter and how the sea would break ships apart just the way you would break matchsticks. They loved to hear about parts of South America and the things that had happened there. But they would not admit that they loved to listen to the old man. That's why they began to make fun of him. They made fun of him so that nobody would know that they really liked him. They were really mad at themselves for liking him. So they called to him every day on their way to school. And every day he'd poke his head out of the window. He'd shake his fist and yell,
"Be on your way!"
But then one day, something happened that changed a lot of things for Old Salt and two of the kids. On that day, a truck was parked in front of Old Salt's house. Two workers were carrying a big truck up the front steps. Salt was holding the door open for them. Tony, a 16-year-old boy who lived on the block, was on his way to school with his 15-year-old sister, Rosa. "Hey, Salt!" Tony yelled. "What's in the trunk?"
"Be on your way,"
he snapped. "Come on, Salt, tell us, really. What's in the trunk?"
"'Tis the things left behind by the best captain that ever sailed a ship."
"What do you mean?" Tony asked.
"My captain is dead, and a sad day it was when he died. He has no relatives, so they're sending his things to me."
"What's in that chest?" Rosa asked.
"A sailor's life is in this chest, young lady. 40 years of toil are in this chest. The dreams of a great man are in this chest."
"Hey, buddy," one of the workers from the truck said, "will you stop yakking and just hold the door open so we can get this junk inside?"
"Junk, is it?" Old Salt said. "If I were 20 years younger—"
Salt shook his fist at the worker. The worker said, "If you were 20 years younger, you'd still be an old man." Tony said, "Hey, Salt, can I look at the stuff in that trunk sometime?" Salt stared at Tony. Salt was trying to see if Tony was just going to make fun of him.